Hello, hello. My name is Brandi Daniels, and this is my testimonial from attending the Anatomy of Abundance Masterclass. Oh my goodness. I did not quite know what to expect walking into the masterclass. I've been to a ton of Patrina's events. I've worked on the inside of them. I've been guest, and I've known her for years. So I know her power. I know her magnetism. I know her abilities to bring out just some of the most special things in the people that have the opportunity to be around her and to work with her on a deep level. And so when I said yes to going to the masterclass and I showed up, I was late, unfortunately. I was not in the best headspace. A lot of things have been going on that day, that week, that month, that year. And something told me I needed to go. And I also was hoping something would happen that I wouldn't be able to go. But I did. And it was the most profound experience I could have imagined. And what has happened since, I have no doubt, is because of that pivotal decision to say yes to myself, to my future, to this inner knowing, and just show up. At the time of the masterclass, I was really struggling in my business and my life, and my mental health was really deteriorating. I was at one of the lowest points I've been in years, and just not sure of what I was doing and where I wanted to go. I just knew that I needed something to change. I needed tomorrow to look different than yesterday, than today. And I sat there and I really felt separated from everyone else. And at one point, I actually did separate myself physically. Like, I had to get up and I had to go by the door and almost outside on the patio because I couldn't stand what was happening. Something was physically happening in my body. And when I got a chance to speak, the small part of me was like, no, don't say anything. You're going to burst into tears. But the bigger part of me was like, no, I have to get this out. And I spoke my truth. I spoke what I was feeling in that moment of how lost and hurt and frustrated and angry I was feeling with everything. And I burst into tears. And in that moment, the strength in the community, the women that were there, I felt them. I felt their love. I felt their heart. And I felt held. And out of that, Patrina proclaims that I get to have a rebirth, so to speak, and that the best thing for me to do right now is to literally run into the ocean as fast as I can. Go, just jump into the ocean. Don't think. I'm a chronic overthinker. She knows this. Don't think, just go and jump into the ocean. And before I knew what was actually happening, she grabbed my hand. We're running downstairs, all of us. The other women are running behind us. We're taking off shoes and just going. And there's sand flying around. And she pushes me out into the ocean. And I went, clothing, everything, and just dunked myself into the water. And it happened really quickly. I can't even remember exactly what happened, but it happened really quickly. And there was a part of me that felt like it was a baptism in a way. And when I got out, she said to me, this is a fresh start. This is a new day for you. And it didn't happen immediately. I appreciated that. I felt on some level, I understood what she was saying. But what happened in the days and the weeks and the months to follow have been amazing. I have literally shed the skin that I was wearing before. I have transformed my entire life. I've transformed my business. I got rid of my apartment. My mom and I are now traveling around the country. We are doing the things now that we always talked about doing, but we're in this chronic state of wait until. When this happens, we can do this. When X completes, we can now step into this. Or when this person comes around, then we can, tackle this next challenge. And we blew all of that to the side and we're like, F it. Now is the time. We're not getting any younger. Life is not slowing down. The world is still going to be crazy tomorrow. Let's just do what we want to do now. And leap, and the net will appear. And let me tell you, the net has appeared over and over and over again. One more thing. During the masterclass, we had a exercise where we had to quickly sketch something. And it could be anything. We couldn't think about it. We just had to draw. And what I ended up drawing was, I believe it's called a man of war or manatee. No, man of war. It's this very large, flat, kind of scary looking fish in the ocean. And I drew that. And when Katrina asked me what I felt that represented, I thought the words that came to me were to go with the flow, to just float, to just be. Because that's what I think of when I see these creatures. They just literally are floating in the ocean, just going with the current. And I feel like for the first time, I truly understand what it means to surrender and what it means to go with the flow and what it means to just be and allow all of the things, all the greatness, all the things that you want to manifest to come to you, and stop trying to control how it shows up, when it shows up, in what way it shows up, because that's not up to us. We are just meant to innovate, to inspire, to create, to put it out there, and trust and be open to it showing up in the most beautiful, magical ways. And that is what I truly feel is happening in my life now. And I am so grateful. I'm so grateful to Katrina always, to that experience, and to everything that awaits me in the future. If you get an opportunity, take it. Attend the Anatomy of Abundance Masterclass, the luncheons, the retreats, whatever Katrina has going on, attend it. You will not be disappointed. To your greatness.